think one thing that has come up again and again when we look at producers running ads is that, you know, you have very limited time and every format is different. Like an Instagram story is 15 seconds, Instagram timeline is 60 seconds. Facebook doesn't really have much of a limit. Maybe, I don't know, but you should make it brief and drop the beat at the most interesting part, because a lot of people have these long ass intros.
Yeah. Right.
So if I'm scrolling through and I just hear this long ass intro that's slowly fading up, I'm just going to swipe past it. But if all of a sudden I just hear the kick come in, and if you got a hook, you hear the top line come in, that'll make you pause and consider the whole thing. And then, you know, you're more likely to check out the actual link in the ad. So I would say just make the ads interesting visually and interesting sonically. A lot of people focus on the visual more than the beat. And at the end of the day, the beat's the most important part.
I guess what you're selling.
Yeah, exactly.
And I guess me, like, when I see people just, or when I see posts that are just them recording their laptop screen of FL Studio, just the thing going past it and them just shaking it, like, it drives me crazy. It doesn't really draw my interest in. So, like, what?
I do that. Not with FL, but you know. No, but then people get mad. Like, why are you shaking your phone? Like, I don't know.
I mean, like, I understand it, but I'm curious. Like, I want to see. Like, I know one thing that I've seen people do more creative. Like, no, I'm not saying more creative, but I've seen them take different approaches to it.
Absolutely, yeah.
And like, it's definitely caught my attention. Like when I see people making beats like next to like a lake or something, or like, you know, that's people with the NPC or whatever. But still, it's something unique and something different that I'm not always seeing.
No, like, yeah, it's the same with everything. If there's a vacuum, someone's gonna fill it. It might as well be you. So if no one's creating, there was a video of someone skydiving and making a beat.
That's fire. That's
crazy. Yeah, so I don't think anyone's ever done that, and it went viral because of that. Right. So do something unique. And I'm not. For the record, I'm not doing this with the camera.
Yeah, no shots fired.
On a sponsored ad.
Right.
I might do it on an Instagram story.
Yeah. I mean, like, that's of course.
And
but
that's
I mean,
probably
like
why he doesn't follow me. But
I haven't been on Instagram in like 40 something days, honestly.
You're fasting from it?
Yeah. Well, I started off just 21 days. I was like, I'm gonna get off of it because I've been scrolling too much. And then
What does that mean?
Scrolling too much, just like I'm picking up my phone too much.
Like, did it hurt your thumb or
what? No. Like on the day to day, I'm giving too much of my time to this social media, and I'm paying too much attention to other people.
I see. Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing. Like one video I posted was about Denzel Washington, and he was talking about his opinion on social media, and he was saying just put it down. And I was like, you know what? All right, I do feel like
says that you
that's actually one of the last things you posted.
Exactly. Other than the UFC fight coming up this Saturday, let's go Khabib. But actually, I mean, I'm a McGregor fan, but Khabib is man. All right now, but yeah, I was just curious. Like I was like, you know, let me try it, and it's brought me a lot of peace. Like I'm not worried about ding, 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 and so on. But definitely need to hop back on because I feel like someone said that the most dangerous thing that you can do is disappear for too long, and I'm like, okay, I had my time away. Now I can come back in a more, I guess, controlled way, or like I'm not just always on it.
Because you understand your relationship with it better.
Right.
I think that's a danger because the issue too with, I mean, if you're running a business,
right,
you have to use the online marketplace as your primary source of
exactly.
customers. You can't take a break. I can't take a break. If I take a break, that's just, I'm shooting myself in the foot.
Right. And I'm in a place like I'm in a place where I still have a little bit of time where I can take that break, but it's starting to reach that point where I'm like, okay, I can't just be MIA and, you know.
Yeah, but the dope part is if it's a business, it's not a personal thing, and it shouldn't be.
Right.
So I only have a personal Facebook. I don't have a personal anything else, and I very rarely go on Facebook. And when I do, I'm like, oh, fuck shit. Okay, I'm going back to DJ Payne one.
Yeah. But even still, like, you know, because obviously if you own a business, you have to post and stuff. But also, man, I get good value from scrolling. And I see things like, oh, I want to talk about this on the podcast, right? Instagram, Twitter, or you know what I mean? Or
there's a lot of dope stuff on this. I just watch cat videos and like ass and beats. Right?
Cats, ass, and beats. What are some like budgets, daily budgets, and stuff that work for you?
The advice. I'm not an authority on any of this, so I defer to people like Mike Trampy. Shout out to Mike Trampy. He's been a mentor in the game for a long time, since the Hip Hop DX days. And before, you know, he was doing like PR for TDE early on. And I think it was TDE. I mean, it was Kendrick and whatever incarnation in that group it was back then. And
Black Hippie?
Yeah. I mean, but it was on the label level. And he's probably going to kill me once he watches. That's not right. But His advice with these budgets is start low. I mean, I think a lot of people think, okay, if my budget for ads is 400, I'm going to spend all 400 on these ads. And the issue is, from my experience, if your daily budget is $3 a day and the ad's not working, it's not going to work at 300. So if you test it out at 3 and it's converting, maybe you're cool with that. Maybe you start another ad at 3 and run that concurrently. And Facebook has a thing, and it controls your ads on Instagram and Facebook. They have a thing called split testing. So I encourage people to check that out, because it gives you insight as to whether, and I've done this recently. I split test. It allows you to run identical ads with varying parameters. So I wanted to try out just Instagram stories, but compare it with the Instagram timeline to see what the difference was. And then I split test between just Instagram as a platform and just Facebook as a platform. And Instagram actually won. So
over Facebook?
Yeah.
Wow.
What are you getting better traction from, the stories or posts?
For that particular ad set, stories. So, and it's surprising, right? So that's the benefit of doing that research, because my experience might not be your experience. So that's why you have to do that research for yourself. But I spent $30 figuring that out. I didn't spend $800. A lot of people are saying, yeah, I spent like $250 a week off ads. I'm like $2,500 in the hole, and I sold 3 beats. It's like, well, damn, we spent a lot of money. Why? Because they thought, bigger investment, bigger return. But if the ads aren't optimized correctly, you're not going to make that money back. And you might not make that money back, period, if you're just starting, because you have to build a customer base. The point of, I saw in a video, and it was very eloquently put. It was this woman who made an ads video, and the quote was something to the effect of, social media is not meant to sell products. Social media is meant to generate interest in the business. So if you're going into the ads world thinking, I'm going to invest money and immediately get a return, then that's the wrong approach. I want to create interest in my brand so that I build some kind of base of people who are interested, who will likely purchase. And once they purchase, that's a customer that I need to turn into a return customer. I don't just abandon them after they make that sale.
Follow up.
Yeah.